Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino. I am having an issue with this computer, whatever this freaking thing is here. So I hope you can hear me and see me okay. Can someone here let me know that we're all good? I'd appreciate that. Anyway, so post market wrap up. This is Tuesday, August 20th, 2024. Anyway, look, let's just get started here. I hope all of you can hear me. And good afternoon to you too, people. I hope, like I said, we're all good here on this end because I couldn't get this thing to work. Um, Look, let's step back here into reality just a little bit here. What is about to happen cannot be, thank you, Shannon, underestimated, and we're already being it's being broadcast. All right, look, let's start off with this. The Federal Reserve and central banks around the world are about to institute what is commonly known as emergency monetary policy. You're not supposed to know that, okay? When a central bank gets into what they're about to start, this is quantitative easing. This is, again, central banks creating currency out of nothing to buy all the debt, to suppress rates here. And that is going to get even more profound moving forward. So, as we talk here, I want you to understand that the world today, and we're seeing this again. It's already started in other parts of the world where central banks have said they're cutting rates. The Fed is in here already. You all know that they're buying it all. Mortgage rates at about almost a 2-year low right now, and but the Fed's not cutting rates. You know that mortgage rates are plunging, but the Fed's not cutting rates because they haven't said it yet. Make it up, people. But so and on top of that, we got this. This is gonna affect the market. I want to talk more about this a little bit. So this is getting a little coverage here today. And what I'm talking about is this massive revision to jobs that were not created. And we all know this. Again, you and I so far ahead of the curve, but let's just read it. I'm going to read this headline in just like a sentence here. So I want you to bear with me, and I'm going to talk about the ramifications of this, what it's going to mean for the market and the economy. Okay, so let's do that. So headline, job market reality check. The Bureau of Labor Statistics already told us that all the numbers are fabrications going back about 8 months ago. So we've been prepared. So it's set to erase up to 1 million jobs that were supposedly created from 2023 to 2024. The Bureau of Labor Statistics is expected to release a preliminary benchmark revision that could significantly reduce the estimation of job growth here ending in March 24. We're not growing anything. All right. But here's the significant. What did I write here? First of all, I wrote no one will be held to account here. Jeffrey, thank you. Wow. Appreciate that. There's nobody here is going to be held to account. So, but what does this mean? Well, let's talk about how this is once this comes out. What can we expect? The larger this revision is, let's say it's 1 million, let's say it's 1 million plus, okay, vanishing jobs, the higher the market's going to go. That's how it's going to work. It seems counterintuitive, right? But that's exactly what's going to happen here. So, whatever number they tell us is also not real. You have to understand that there's no reality anymore at all. This is some kind of an unreality show. I don't know what you want to call the current environment. It's twisted. It's delusional. It's just a freak show. Okay. But however big this number turns out to be, as I just said, expect the market to respond proportionally. In other words, if it's not such a big revision here, that might affect the market in a negative way now that the market is trying to think about what's going on. Obviously there are people that are going to get in front of this. They're going to be people that are going to be made aware, of course. The investment banks, just for example, they already know what the number is, but you see, you and I, we got to sit back and wait for to be lied to even more. But the larger this number is, if there's a million or over a million, you could expect this market to probably put on, I don't know, 5, 6, 700 points with regard to the Dow. So I mean, again, why is it that there is no accountability ever? This is humongous. This is tremendous. All the lies we've been told, the CNBCs, the Fox Business, the Reuters, everything all over the place here. Market Watch, how strong our economy is. We're creating jobs like we've never seen. Then we find out that it was all a lie. And meanwhile, this isn't the front. Why is this not the front page of every single news outlet, propaganda ministry on the face of the earth? Can someone please explain this to me? Anybody, please? Because there is no accountability. It's insane. But again, what else would you expect? So that's number one. Number two. So we got our Neil, a good friend, Neil Cash and Carry here. Lex Luthor himself. The man's twisted. He's definitely an agent of the devil himself. Okay, this guy. Now look at the word here. He says appropriate. This is a word that the Fed uses, and it just disgusts me to the highest order. Appropriate. It's appropriate to do this. It's appropriate to do that. It's been appropriate. But meanwhile, their use of appropriate has driven us all, I mean, not just here in the United States, but around the world, into a nightmare scenario with regard to inflation. And we haven't seen anything yet. Because again, realize what this means. Okay. Again, this is huge. Central banks, the Fed here, they're going to begin quantitative easing. That means creating cash out of nothing, obviously massively currency negative. You're not allowed to know that. It should be a no-brainer to anybody. You don't have to be an economist, someone who studies the markets or currency or anything to realize that when a central bank, anyone, pick one, XYZ, just decides to massively create cash out of nothing, it devalues the currency. Again, how does a dollar in this case get its value? And I want you to think about this. If you're new here, we got a bunch of new people to this Lion family here, this pride here. Think about it. When the Fed creates one single dollar out of thin air, whether they add it to a digital screen or they print it out of thin air, that dollar, is it automatically worth $1? If that were the case, then we would not see the purchasing power of the currency. Right now, what are we down? About 98% since the Federal Reserve decided to take over here. Yeah, this silent takeover where we all fell for it. Yeah, a long time ago, our forefathers, I guess, in many ways here. So that dollar, in order to gain purchasing power that they just printed, smells pretty or it just looks pretty on a digital screen, it has to steal purchasing power. A little bit, a fraction of a fraction from every other existing bill. And the currency loses purchasing power. This is what they're trying to do, inflate us into extinction. So now what the Fed's going to do is they're going to give themselves, imagine this. Imagine if you had a business and your business was to create reading glasses, because I'm getting old. I got to use these sometimes, all right? And the more people, obviously, that go out and need your product here, the more rich you're going to get. Now, the Federal Reserve, in this case, it's all central banks operate the same way. They have a single product, and that's debt. The more debt in currency, a unit of debt, you will know that, the more they can create, the more powerful and rich they become at our expense. You understand? No one's going to explain this to you at all. Okay? No freak running for president running. No one's running for anything here, obviously. Anyway, and then, of course, so what the Fed does here, again, creates this cash out of nothing, starts buying it all, buying assets. We're going to see asset purchases by the Federal Reserve. I believe that's going to eclipse anything that we've seen before. So you can expect them, again, they must literally be in their final solution here. The final solution is to, again, erase us here, foster or bring about this feudalistic society that you and I have been talking about for 10 freaking years. You understand? They're not done creating dependency on the system. So Neil Cash and Carry here, using the Fed's favorite word, appropriate. Okay, they've used this word and they brought us to the situation where we're in now. It's an incredible thing here. What we're seeing, not just prices going up, but shrinkflation too. Shrinkflation. President Trump, actually, Donald Trump, with the tic tac. You see his little tic tac thing that he did? Obviously, this was a perfect opportunity for him to point his finger at the Fed, but he didn't do that. He pointed his finger at Biden. Okay. Um, Presidents are not responsible for monetary policy. Okay, it's the Federal Reserve. Clearly, they run it all. They run the economy. They run the financial system, the financial markets. But what Trump was showing you was shrinkflation. He didn't bring that up. He was said this is Biden's fault why everything is going up. Obviously, that's not true. It's not Trump's fault. It's not Biden's fault. They do not have a printing press. They work with the central banks to allow this to happen. You understand? None more so than the last three things. They're not even human. Obama, not human. Trump, not human. Biden, not human. They have not a single human quality. All they do is lie. They twist the truth, use alternative facts, blame. Even when they're given an opportunity to tell us the truth, in this case, Trump with the Tic Tacs, you have to be deflected. You can't be allowed to know these things that we cover every day. But Cash and Carry says it's appropriate. So we'll see a September cut. Anyway, again, this whole is getting a lot of attention. This Jackson hole, which they must be referring to all of us, taking it deep in the heart of the gabagool. I plan to cut rates is gradually emerging. The Fed's in here buying it all. This is how stupid they think you are. They believe that you're so dumb that you don't know what shrinkflation is. Trump was counting on you not knowing that. Again, Tic Tacs. The big package, the little package. This is inflation. Didn't talk about shrinkflation or anything like that. Didn't point his finger at the Fed again. He thinks you're a moron. Okay. I know you're not a moron, but that's really the truth. Anyway, look. So with regard to what's about to happen here, with the Federal Reserve now joining other central banks who already started this is emergency monetary policy, meaning we're going to see debt explode to heights that you can't even believe. It will foster the illusion of the market, of course, will be maintained. This is what this is all about here. Okay, as the economy craters, again, a loss of 1 million jobs. Is it what they're saying here? Could be 1 million, could be more than 1 million, maybe less than 1 million. I don't know. Whatever number this is going to affect the market. The worse it is, you know how the market's going to respond. As we understand, you and I have called this before anybody else exactly, that the worse this gets, the higher the market's going to go. And that's exactly what we've seen. We're going to continue to buy the dips here. Now, for my Lions who are looking for an opportunity to pounce, we pounced on this market, right? You remember that? The big Friday, the meltdown on Friday, the Japanese markets was crashing overseas, turmoil all over the place. We fell off a cliff here in the United States on Monday. What did we do? What did me and my Lions do? We bought it all. We bought it all. Now, what I want you to do, my Lions here, okay? Because I got your back. I got your back. I got your front. I got you upside down, backwards, and sideways. Start putting cash away, all right? If the market falls over the next few days or so, or let's say, for example, this comes out, it's not as bad as is being portrayed, and the market does drop, don't buy it. I'm going to tell you why you're not going to buy it. Okay, we're looking for a better opportunity. When the Federal Reserve makes the announcement, I've already said this, but I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying. Okay, when the Fed actually says, okay, everyone, we're going to start cutting rates, what they're talking about again, emergency monetary policy, quantitative easing. This will be, I would say there's an extremely high probability that this is going to turn out to be a sell the news moment. The market's pricing it in. And look what they're doing. It's being broadcast. Oh, the Fed, they're telling everyone what they're going to do before it happens. And this is a blessing in disguise for some of us that understand it. It's a curse upon the world, though. Do you realize what's about to happen? You're about to be cursed. Even worse, as the Fed in this case is going to use their product to destroy all of us. Here, no one's going to tell you the truth. They're going to talk about Tic Tacs. Look at these Tic Tacs. But they're not going to tell you the truth. Again, you must be lied to. You must be deceived to the highest possible order. And that's what these two things are doing to you right now. Tic Tacs. Let's talk about Tic Tacs. Let's not talk about the Fed, what they're doing and why, how this is actually going on. It's the Fed responsible for monetary policy. So the Tic Tac, he was actually laughing at all of you. You understand that, right? He thinks you're all sub-morons. which I know you're all not, submorons. But again, that's the way it is. You can't make that up. Tic Tacs. Let me use Tic Tacs as a prop so I can tell you how bad Biden was. Meanwhile, it was me who, let's see, helped the Fed to inflate $9 trillion. Yeah, I did that. Let's blame Biden for it. It's not Biden's fault, nor Trump's fault. Okay, they did help the Fed, as I said. But Tic Tacs. Let's use Tic Tacs. What imbecile came up with that? Getting a little blurry here, I see, huh? Did we fix it like magic? Wow. Problem, reaction, solution. You know exactly that, dude. 100%. Thank you. I appreciate that, Keith. Anyway, look. So this is how we're going to play this, okay? We're going to sit back. We're going to bide our time. We're going to wait for the announcement, okay, next month. This is what looks like what's going to happen. That's when we're going to buy. If this turns out to be a sell the news moment, okay, I will be here to guide every single one of you. I'm the daddy out here, you know, in many ways. So I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, as I did last time. If you remember, on Monday, I said I bought aggressively. I send it out in my newsletter. If you are not subscribing to my newsletter, people, you're missing out on a lot. There is a link in the description of this video. All right. So if you're waiting for look, I put my currency where my mouth is. All right. We, you, me, my lions, and you're all lions now. We are so set up right now for whatever they want to throw at us. I don't care what they do. Let them play their games. They're going to lie to us. They're going to deceive us. Now they're using Tic Tacs to deceive us. You understand? The deceivers are using Tic Tacs. Who knows what other tricks they're going to throw at you? I don't know. It's just, they're laughing at us. They're laughing in our faces. I want you to understand that. But we're laughing back because anyone that can see that for what it was, it's just too much. You can't make it up, but that's where we're at here. Anyway, so we're going to sit back and relax. Now, with regard to commodities, okay, there's no waiting period here. I would be buying and will be buying more. I am just the biggest commodity bull probably that exists on the face of the earth. And here's my favorites right here. Okay. You can gain exposure to commodities in many, many ways. But this is it. In my view, these are the most undervalued commodities on earth, maybe except for water. Okay. And that's coming too. Just wait till this whole thing comes down. They're going to weaponize food and water against us. And some other thing too, disease process, some kind of visible mark on the body. You understand? Whiskey. Dude, you're totally on board. Definitely something you want to invest in. There's just no doubt about it. Anyway, people, so look, all I'm going to tell you is this. Always have the high ground. You know this already. I've been telling you this for 10 years. Be ready for anything. More lies, more distractions like Tic Tac things, more deceptions, more pointing fingers. Nobody here, nobody, not Kamala, not Trump, is going to point their finger at the Federal Reserve. No matter what question is thrown at them, okay, during the upcoming debate, Jonathan, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Buy the market, Jonathan. Buy every freaking thing. Me, I personally, I don't want to zone in on any one sector here, okay? But you know, I kind of want to be very diverse. You all know how I operate. I already own a lot of JEPI. I'm looking at JEPQ now to build. I've been building, and I added aggressively to that position during the drop, the Monday drop following that Friday. I already told all of you what I was doing here. All right. It's easier to do it that way. And plus, you know, if you get into any of these positions that I'm in right now, you know, you get paid a monthly dividend. It's a nice cash flow. It's you know, you can do whatever you want with it. You can reinvest that into those assets, or you can buy gold, silver, pull your cash out every month. Exactly, Alan. Become your own freaking central bank. Anyway, look, just be ready for more lies, more deceptions, more nonsense like Tic Tacs or whatever they got to throw at us here. I'm just waiting to see what Kamala is going to do. Maybe she's going to use Tic Tacs or I don't know, enemas or something. I don't know. This was a normal sized enema when you had a smaller rectum, and now you're using this one because your rectum shrunk because they're squeezing you to death. I have no idea what's going to come out of her mouth. Could be something like enemas or rectal suppositories, and maybe they're shrinking in size too. I have no idea. Whatever it is, ain't going to be pretty, people. I'm going to tell you right now. But just be ready for it. Just be absolutely ready for everything. So we can expect a few things to happen here. Mass asset purchases here, which is going to prop up this market to heights we can't even believe. At the same time, we're going to see the global economy continue to contract. We're going to be strangled to death. Inflation, much, much higher than we're seeing now, but we're going to be told it's different. Remember, just like this one here, okay? Loss of maybe up to 1 million jobs that we've been lied to. All the deceptions about inflation. Whoever is selected, you have to understand this, okay? Whoever is selected as the next creature to dwell behind the resolute desk, they're going to tell you tales that are so tall. Oh, it's my economic policies that are helping. You're going to see prices continue to rise. Okay. And they're going to tell you that it's not happening. You see, that's what they do. It's the game they play. Even though you're seeing things with your own eyes, your own eyes are lying to you. It's not happening. Okay. Even though you're going broke and you're losing your jobs, our economy is strong. Another wave of layoffs is about to hit. It's already hit. Then we're going to get a lull. Then we'll get another wave of layoffs here. But what's really going to happen here is monetary policy. Understand, inflation is the result of monetary policy. Who's responsible for monetary policy? Is it Trump? No. Was it Biden? No. Was it Obama? No. Monetary policy is the sole responsibility, and we're about to see a big shift here, of central banks. So when you hear anybody, this person blaming this person or this person blaming about inflation, you're being lied to. You're being deceived on a massive scale. Because again, here's an opportunity. So far, I have witnessed, unfortunately, President Trump take every opportunity that he's had to deflect away from the Federal Reserve, to talk about something else. He's very good at that. Okay, won't point, won't talk. He'll show you Tic Tacs. Blame Biden, but he won't tell you that monetary policy is not the responsibility of the president. It's the responsibility, unfortunately, of the central bank. And these institutions, people, are the enemy. They are the enemy. And anyone who serves our enemy, and it looks like Kamala wants to serve the enemy, Trump too, they want to serve, they're promising you that you're going to get lower rates. They're promising you weaker currency as well. They're telling you that's how stupid they think you are. Every single one of you. They think you're an idiot. They think I'm an idiot. And we certainly are not idiots. I can tell you that right now. People. So what I would like to do here is open this up to all of you. If you have any questions, I think I told you exactly what to do. With commodities, you keep buying. You gain exposure to commodities. Don't wait for a dip here. Okay, you buy. With regard to the market, it is my suggestion, because this is what Greg is doing. Greg is not going to buy any dip moving forward until they make the announcement right now. I want to put some powder away. I want to put a lot away because I expect the market to sell off when the Fed makes that. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. Do I lose anything? No, of course not. But if I am correct here, and it's a sell the news moment, because we know how the market works, buy the rumor, sell the news. Market's getting bought up pretty substantially here right now. All the talk about, the promises from Up Jackson's hole here and our other lovely friend Lex Luthor, and they've been talking about this for a while. Let's just sit back, okay? I know you don't want to be in a cash position. Being in cash is a position, just in case you don't know, okay? For those people that know the markets and know how it works, understand? Okay. Sit in cash right now. I hate sitting in cash. No, people who have wealth, you understand? It's not because they have a lot of cash laying around. That's the last place they want to be, especially because you and I both know the Fed is going to be creating cash out of nothing, devaluing the currency. They're getting called to do so by Trump and Kamala. They're promising you lower rates and a weaker dollar. You can't pull the two apart. The last place you want to be is in cash, period. However, there are times when you want to sit back and wait. And in my opinion, and you're entitled to your own, you want to get in here and buy the dips, that's okay too. I'm not lying. It's okay. You want to get in there, you want to buy the dips, that's fine. I'm waiting for a better opportunity. I want to see this market peel off a couple of thousand. Who knows how it's going to react? And I'll tell you something. I think this could be big. Going back to this revision here, we've all been lied to about this job creation, quite obviously, but no one's going to be held to account. Zero. It's incredible. I'd like to see Trump or Kamala bring that up. You think they will? I don't think so. But it would be nice if one of them did. But they'll probably blame. Well, Trump will blame Biden for this. Who knows? Obviously, look, it is my firm belief that all of the propaganda ministries are told exactly what to say. They're fed a script from, the real government, which is the Federal Reserve. So we'll see. We'll see how that plays out moving forward. Anyway, look, you and me, mass currency devaluation, asset purchases, we can't believe it, soaring debt, much higher inflation, lies, not just tic-tac lies, much bigger ones than that. I mean, that was a typical deception that you would see from a politician. They think you're dumb. They play on the fact that they believe you're all dumb. And you're too stupid to understand. But that's not a single person here that follows this blog. And it is us against them, Del. It's us against them. And let me tell you something. Very few people are going to win here. We have been winning. You and I have been winning. And we're going to continue to win. I don't care what they do. You won't know that. Let them play their games. Let them play the deceptions, tell you where to look, blame this thing. Let them do that. Okay, because we're way smarter than they are. Because you see, they're underestimating us. They are our enemy. Trump is our enemy. Kamala is our enemy. They serve our enemy, which is the Federal Reserve, which makes them our enemy. You understand? We look for those lies and deceptions that they're laughing. They believe they're laughing at us, but we're laughing right back. Sell more than sell. Thanks. Absolutely. Learn how to filter your water. We got to look, I'm not the guy, honestly. You guys out here, I've already told you, look at Alaska Prepper. He's a good guy. I think he's got your back. But we need to be ready for everything. Whatever they're going to throw at us ain't going to be pretty. I'm promising you that. I think we're on the same page here. But listen for the deceptions and distractions, the props. Whatever they got to do to try to convince you that it's something else. This is what's happening. And you know it's a lie. You understand? We're going to see much more of that moving forward. And after the presidential selection, the tails are going to grow much, much taller. I personally believe the Fed is in their endgame here. Everything is falling into place exactly how we have said it would. So we need to be more diligent. We need to look more carefully at everything. We need to raise our awareness even more so than we are now. You understand? All right. Before I let you go again, let us cover a couple of questions here. Dude, keep buying cryptos, all of them. I think they're all going much higher. I've been speaking about this for how freaking long. I'm going to tell you this. If Trump is selected, we'll see. Bitcoin's where to be as well, obviously. He has said over and over again he's the Bitcoin president. Now, but they're both on the same page. Kamala's become the crypto queen. We have the crypto king, Trump, and we have the crypto queen. Both pathways are leading to crypto here. That should make you think a little bit. At least I hope it does, honestly. Anyway, people, I think you can buy individual stocks, hot tamale here, but I think you're better off buying a broad basket Like I already told you what I'm doing. You can get out there and do whatever you think is the right thing to do. I want to be diversified. All right. I am not all in on any asset. As I already told you a million times, oil, absolutely a fantastic place to be. You know that. That's a commodity. I love commodities. I don't think there's a bigger commodity bull out here than this guy. But I'm going to say this. Here it is. This is it right here. You can hold this stuff in your hand. You can own crude via an exchange traded fund or some other thing like that. But I don't know. I still see that of all the commodities that are available to you, it's silver that is the most undervalued of them all. And then second would come here. And I think platinum and palladium run a third. I own all of them. I own all those metals. Okay. And you could be overweight a certain part of your portfolio. There's no such thing as a balanced portfolio. All right. If anyone's trying to sell you that, it's insane how you got, let's say, fund managers, or you go to some investment firm, and they're gonna shove a piece of paper in your face and say, well, this is how your portfolio should be set up. They use the same model pretty much no matter what kind of an economic environment we're in or market environment we're in. They're idiots. They're imbeciles. And if any of you out here have followed this blog for 6 months, you could go in to talk to pretty much any financial advisor and talk them under the table. They would have no idea. You would hit them so hard with things. I think they'd start crying. They'd go suck their thumb in some corner. We don't need all this nonsense here. Oil producers, man, jump on the bandwagon with everything right now. I'm telling you, this market's going to turn into a free-for-all. Think about what I'm saying. I guess maybe you guys are missing this. Are you missing about what I am saying here? The Federal Reserve is about to institute emergency monetary policy, just like they did after the meltdown of 2008. Okay, what did that do? It skyrocketed the stock market. We're going to see that again. They're going to balloon the debt, more so, create cash out of nothing and buy it all. Who do you think that's going to do to the market? Anybody right now, and I'm going to tell you this right now, okay? And I'm calling them all out. Any YouTuber out here, okay, that is telling you that this market is going to crash anytime soon, turn them off. Turn them off. They don't understand the market. Maybe they're trying to sell you fear. Okay. We don't fear. We are lions. We look for opportunities to pounce. You understand? We're killers in many ways. That's what we are. Okay. And we don't let anything get by us. You understand? And I'm not just talking about this freaking stock market. It's too easy. It's everything across the board. It's commodities. It's cryptocurrency as well. You know this. Anyway, people, look, I think we're pretty much on the same page. We know what to do. We know why we're doing it. We know who our enemy is, collectively, who our enemies are, what they're trying to sell you, where they want you to look. When you have one of these imbeciles, and we have two idiots, okay, right now looking to be selected, who are doing, and they're not even human beings, you understand? They're subhuman entities who are lying to you. Look at the TikToks, because they think you're stupid. See what I'm talking about? Anyway, we're way smarter than they are because we can see through the lies and the garbage. And we're ready for it. We're ready for it. Whatever they're going to throw at us. I'm telling you right now. Right, Joe? Joe Potter. All my friends are here, man. I love all of you. Cindy as well. Yeah, monkeypox. Who knows what they're going to do, man? I think they're already trying to sell us a vax for that. They want something in your body. I'm telling you. I've already told you. I got a feeling it wasn't good enough last time, what they did. All they did was have you cover your face, make sure you stay 6 feet apart, and everything was just okay. And then, of course, you had to get this whole thing here. Wasn't enough because it didn't strike enough fear in people. When people see welts, marks, lesions on people's bodies, they're gonna run. They're gonna run to their healthcare provider and get pumped for whatever bioweapon is in the next batch. They already wiped out millions. You realize that, right? They want us gone, man. They want, when I tell you they want us gone, it's what they do. It's about control. I know I'm running off here at the mouth here, people. I think, honestly, I would believe that most of you see what I see. It's too simple. To extort more control out of us, they need us to suffer, number one. They need people to lose their jobs, henceforth waves of layoffs, telling us how strong. You see, this is what I'm talking about. People have been wondering we're being told the economy is adding all these jobs. I can't find a job. I can't find a well-paying job. I just got laid off. Meanwhile, they're going to revise this number down maybe 1 million here. Are you kidding me? We're actually losing jobs. We are losing jobs every single month. We're not creating a damn thing. And this phenomenon is worldwide. So jump out of your little box that they've stuffed you into. You know what I'm talking about? That's what they're doing to you. You don't belong there. Wake up. Wake up and live. Bob Marley, wake up and live. Love Bob Marley. Bob Marley was the man. I'm telling you. All right, people, look, we're going to get out of here, I think. I think we've kind of done it all. All right, so we covered a lot here. People, you know what to do with this market. I want you to be ready for that. With regard to commodities, you know what to do. You're loading up on commodities. We all need some exposure to crypto. All right. And I only say Bitcoin because that's what Trump is saying. Bitcoin. You could pretty much buy any of them right now, I think. And they're probably all going to get a boost eventually. Again, what eventually is going to happen, you know already. It's too simple to know. Debt market meltdown. The debt market is going to be hyperinflated. Right now it is. It's the debt market right now is a bubble that has taken on a new meaning of bubble. There's nothing that has even come close to this ever before. Okay. In the history of the world, mankind, or whatever else. Okay. There's nothing like it. It's about to be much, much worse, moving from maybe double what we're seeing from here. I don't know. Okay. But all we know is that what is going to happen here is this is being inflated on purpose to foster the illusion of the market. The illusion of the market, you all know this is a very powerful thing. Our economy is doing great. We're booming. Okay, we were told this when Obama got in there, okay, and worked with the Fed to pump this market. We watched the stock market pretty much regain everything. And during Trump's tenure, almost $9 trillion pulled into existence during his tenure. Every day. What did the stock market do today? What did he say every day? Look at that market, everyone. Don't pay attention to anything else. Just look at that stock market because the stock market reflects the strength of our economy. He thought you were an idiot then. He thinks you're a bigger idiot now. You understand? There's no connection at all. Jim Cramer says there is. And if Jim Cramer is on the same page as Trump is, you know there's a problem here. See what I'm talking about? Because Cramer said the same thing. The market is reflective of the economy. Nothing could further. Oh, what's Jim Cramer going to say after this jobs revision? Oh, I'm sorry, I was wrong. You can't make this shit up. It's impossible to do. And then it's too much. What we're seeing now with the money velocity, what you and I called from I don't know how freaking long ago, starting to pick up here. Now we're seeing inflation. We nailed this to the wall. Do you realize that you and I nailed that to the wall? I don't know. A decade ago, just about, and now we're seeing it. It took that long. The economy has been dead for so long. All those bills that were pulled into existence with the help of the last 3 presidents here, okay? Again, the presidents don't run monetary policy, but they can sure help the Fed pump the market by calling for a weaker dollar, negative rates, buy it all here, lower rates here. They can sure help. And that mechanism here has created this environment where, again, the economy has been dead and buried. It takes a long time for all those extra bills that were created to finally make its way through an economy that's been dead and buried since the last meltdown. That was it. That was when this all ended. This is an illusion that has been created because of easy money. And we're about to see a lot more easy money get pumped into the system. You understand? I think we do, people. It's just incredible. And they can't stop it. You have to understand. They can't stop it. We know the Fed's about to cut rates, which is the polar opposite of what they should be doing if they really wanted to stop inflation. Remember, it was temporary and it was transitory. They lied through their teeth about that too. Who is held to account? Interesting. Why is it, in your opinion, that when Trump used the tic-tac thing, okay, the big thing and the small, that he didn't say, well, the Fed told us that inflation was going to be temporary. He couldn't say that. He had to point at Biden because that's what an idiot he thinks you are. Cowboys in the same boat. Two imbeciles. I'm telling you what those two do. They're probably going out for coffee tonight, and they're going to laugh. They're going to laugh at how they've duped everyone except you and me. Okay. It's so true. It's so true. People, you and I are about to part ways. I know that's not so fun. Great. Magic Mika, how are you? Good to see you here, man. And all my friends are here. Love all. Look what we did here. 861 thumbs up. We've been killing it as of late. I want to thank you for those thumbs up. Thank you all for being here, for your love, your support. And, look, if you got something out of this video, I really do want to hear from you. You think I'm wrong? That's fine. You're allowed to disagree with me. You really are. I'm not too old to learn a new trick. Just tell me where I got it wrong. Okay. I will review your comment. I promise. And I will try to learn. Look, this is not my thing. I've been telling you this for a million years, it seems so far. This is our thing. I may kind of be the daddy, all right, like I say, or the king lion, the big lion out here. But you're all lions out here, and I need all of you. We are stronger together, and we need to welcome more people to this pride that we have. Thank you. Thanks, Jeff. I think I'm going to let it grow out more. I'm kind of digging it these days. Anyway, maybe I'll let the sides grow in a little more. We'll see where it goes. Anyway, people, look, that's kind of it. You and me, we got this from every freaking angle. And whatever freak they want to throw at us, we got them too. Because we know what they want, who they work for. Makes me want to vomit. But at the same time, I'm telling you, every revolution starts off small. We are the revolution, and we are the solution. We've already presented solutions, so they're never going to happen. The solutions that we presented here, again, polar opposite of what Trump is talking about, polar opposite of what Kamala is talking about. Again, they want to fulfill the corporate agenda. They want you gone. They want the mom and pop shops gone. If you want to, like I told you, if you have a small business, you're in a lot of trouble. SK, thank you. I appreciate that. But we got each other, man. Nah, man, I'm no hero at all. I'm just a guy with a little bit of an attitude that comes out here and tells you like it is. And it doesn't mean that because what I'm saying is it's right. All right. And like I said, you don't have to agree with everything I'm saying here. I just want people to think about what we talk about every day, twice a day. Think about these things. And please, if you would, this is where I need you guys and girls more than ever. I need you guys to share this stuff. If you have a social media outlet, get it out there. Start talking to people like, you know what? Join this pride here. We need people to join this pride, not follow Greg Mannarino. All right. Greg Mannarino is nobody. All right. Together, we are something. You understand? All right. Look, I am out of here. I will see you all in the morning. All right. Until we meet again, please, people, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Love you from the heart, and I'll see you tomorrow.